Ooh, I hope y'all can see this. I hope you can see this pudding that melted with the cake mix all the way through it. You can't go wrong with this. And guess what? You can make it whatever flavor you want. Chocolate, vanilla, pineapple, whatever your heart's desire you can do. I'm just doing lemon for today. Triple threat cake. Let's make it. Hey y'all, it's me Hattie, and I'm in the mood for something lemony and sweet. So I had everything I needed, so I thought, well, I thought I'd done a lemon cake before. Maybe it was a lemon pound cake. I honestly don't remember. And I didn't go back and check. So anyway, I'm going to show you how easy this is. This is easy, y'all. Easy, easy, easy. All right. So you're just going to have whatever lemon cake mix you want to use. Now look, I'm going to tell you, you can do this with chocolate. You can do it with anything you want to do. I'm just using lemon today, but you could take the same principle and do it with chocolate. All right. I've got a cake mix. Okay, next what I'm using is two 3.4 ounce boxes of lemon pudding, not at the same time, so I'm going to set one aside. I've got a 12 ounce can of evaporated milk. Yes, evaporated milk. For the cake mix, I've got 4 eggs, and I have a stick of melted butter. And also, I will have to get that, I'm going to add a little vanilla extract as well. And I'm not going to go all out, but if you wanted to, you could add lemon zest and you could do all that. I'm just trying to keep this very simple. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to take one of the boxes of pudding. Y'all know this old beat up mixer of mine, it's on its last legs. So I will be turning down the volume when I've got that mixer going. Okay, I'll probably just skip through that part. In the meantime, just in a bowl, in goes the, oh, that smells good. All right, now in goes my cold, I put the can in the fridge and I had it in there all day. So if you're thinking about making it, or I'll tell you, in a pinch, I've also poured it up and put ice cubes in it and just took the ice cubes out right away as soon as it got cold. Because you know, the pudding will set up quicker if it's cold. It's not that it won't make, but you know, anyway, mixture sound gonna be muted for this. I'll probably just edit to the next shot. Okay, let me mix this up. I want to mention before I'm done, I will have gone in and scraped the bottom of the bowl and the sides a couple of times before I'm done. Okay, alrighty, as you can see, I mixed it up. It's very thick, but I want it to be on the thicker side, so I'm actually gonna go put it in my freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll check it then. If it's not quite enough, I'll have to just let it go for 15 minutes in the fridge. Okay, I just want it to be thick, real thick, okay? But gosh, I did have a taste. I just had to be sure it wasn't poison for y'all. So anyway, it tastes divine, like I knew it would. I'm gonna move this to the freezer like I said. Now we're gonna mix up the cake. Okay, I moved everything around, and you're gonna go by the directions, not this part, only the baking part and the temp, okay? 350. I'm going to be putting this in a glass 13 by 9 pan. Remember, this is just a weeknight cake for the family. This is not trying to take this anywhere. That's when you can do all the foo-foo stuff, and as always, you know, I always have the recipe down below. Okay, here's my cake mix going in. Melted butter, my eggs, 4 eggs. The recipe, the box on mine says 3. We're adding 4. That's on purpose. And I do need a cup of milk, so I'll be right back. And I do apologize, I meant to say half and half. As always, the actual ingredients will be down below, the whole recipe. All right, this is half and half. You could use heavy cream. Heavy cream's been hard to come by, so I'm using half and half. And guess what? If you have to, you can use just regular milk. Okay? So again, with the mixer, I'm going to mute this part and probably just edit it out. You know what it looks like for me. You don't need to watch 5 minutes of me mixing this. And I kid when I say 5 minutes. So anyway, let me do that and I'll be right back. Always start your mixer off low or you'll have a big mess. I always try to remember to say that. And also, just like with the pudding, I am going to scrape the bowl down as I go. All right, here we go. The bottom, it can settle on the bottom now. And I felt a little something right there, so I'm glad I scraped the bottom. Don't just do the sides and move on. You need to do the bottom as well. All right, back to mixing. Alrighty, I have my 13 by 9 pan, and I sprayed it with the baking kind of cooking spray. You can butter and flour it. You can just use cooking spray. I just always have this on hand. Usually 9 times out of 10. If you don't worry about it that much. Do something though. At least butter and flour the pan. All right. Here goes my lemon cake mix. I had a mishap in the freezer. And I spilled some of my pudding, and boy did I have a mess to clean up. I hadn't even looked at it and I was so upset. But it'll still be good. You'll get the idea, and you just don't do like I do, and just don't spill the pudding. Alright, now look. I'm going to go get the pudding. I'll be right back. Well, if I don't quit messing up with this microphone, it's been one of those days, guys. I apologize. I hope you heard what I said. I won't know until editing. If not, I'll overdub it. Okie dokie, I actually remembered to put the mic back on. Alright. I did spill a good, not quite a third, I guess, of the pudding, maybe a quarter, I don't know. And all I do is I dollop the pudding on top. All right. Next, this is fun, the fun part. I'm just going to come in and no rhyme or reason. I'm not mixing it up. I want some of the pudding to stay on its own. I am going to kind of go in. I'm mixing very lightly. I'm not touching the bottom. Once or twice I bumped it, I think. Anyway, as you can see, I'm just swirling. I'm swirling over the top. All right. Look at that. And you can make a design if you want to. It doesn't matter. It's going to be covered in icing. So that part really just doesn't matter. All right. There you go for that. 350. It's going to take in between 30 and 35 minutes. Remember, we altered what we put into that cake mix. Again, you're not going by the cake mix. The only thing you are taking from the cake mix is the bag of cake mix and the temp for the oven. Everything else is different. Okay, so in this goes, when this is done, we'll come back and we'll go on and do the rest. We're going to work on the pudding icing next. Okay, the pudding icing. So you'll see what I'm doing with that when I switch around, get this in the oven. All right, now we're going to do the quote icing. All right, it's not going to be an icing like you're thinking. And if you wanted to, you could frost it with lemon frosting. You can also just glaze the top with just soften the icing and then just pour it over the top. If you wanted to do that, you can do that. But I do this sometimes, and I'm going to do it now. So I've got the other box of icing, pudding, if I can talk today. In it goes. Got a deeper bowl this time. Cake's in the oven as we speak, but I'm making this up so I can put it in the fridge to set up a little better. All right. Also, since I still had that half and half, I'm using 1.5 cups of half and half. You can use milk. You can use heavy cream if you want to be even more decadent. But do not go by the package instructions. Only 1.5 cups of milk, whatever you choose, milk, cream, whatever. Again, I'm going to just edit this part out. You know what it looks like for me to mix this part up, okay? So on we go. As you can see, I mixed it up, and obviously this is Cool Whip I had in the fridge that I took out of the freezer last night and just put it in the fridge. All right, now look. I'm not using the mixer anymore because I want this to stay nice and fluffy. So let me just get all this Cool Whip out. This happened to be Cool Whip. It could just as easily be store brand. I've used store brand many times, but when I got that on sale, it was the same price. As you can see, look, I'm folding. I'm turning the bowl. I just kind of come up through the middle. And I'm just going to do this till it's thoroughly mixed. So I'll probably edit this down for time. Alrighty, that took all of about 30 seconds. As you can see, it's all nice and creamy. But now all I'm going to do is cover this, put it in the fridge. It's going to be really cold. I'll show you when I take the cake out, but of course the cake's going to have to cool. All right? So I'll bring you back when we're ready for the next step. Okay guys, my cake is completely cooled and it might look a little weird. It took me 36 minutes to get my cake done. And as you can see, it starts pulling away from the sides. And it looks a little weird, and that's because that pudding's in there, okay? So that is no big deal. And remember, by the time you ice this, you're not going to see it. Look at this beautiful icing. Look how thick and pretty that is now. And look, nothing fancy. I'm just going to dollop it on here. Just kind of come along and spread it out. I'll even it out after I get it iced. Oops. Remember, this is a weeknight cake for my family. I'm not trying to win first prize at the fair. So just FYI. You want to be fancy? You can take this up several notches. But I just feel like sometimes you just want something quick and very easy. And a lot of us have all these ingredients already at the house. And remember, like I told y'all, you can have you can make a chocolate version, you could do a vanilla version, you can do a pineapple version. It's just whatever your fave is. Now look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And of course, I must give a little lemon twist. I'm going to give a little twist right down the middle. Now, he doesn't want to twist. I didn't twist him good enough. Okay, well, we'll just play halves and I won't even twist. How about that? All right, it's been a long day, y'all. Pretty. I didn't center that. I need another piece right there, don't I? Okay, now I'm going to cut you a piece so you can see the inside. All right, y'all. Of course, I'll have a side view. I'll have to film it, but look at that. It is so moist. This is so good. And over here, it's hard to see. I'll flip the cake if I do. I'll try to cut another piece to let you see some of the pudding that got absorbed in there. It's so moist looking. All right, guys. I got people wanting this cake, so I'm going to end this video. I love y'all and see you in the next video. I hope this was easy. And the chocolate version, if you want me to do a chocolate version, just let me know. Triple threat lemon cake. I'll see y'all next time. Love ya. Bye.